That's about
y-
right. Well,
we're just skipping the intro tonight because sometimes the intro, if you've seen it, if you see this session 37, so if you've even watched one, you've seen the intro. So, hey, what's up, everybody? It's May 13th, 2025, and we are playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Curse of Strahd, session 37, as I mentioned. What's up, Atomic Hero Squad? We are streaming live, and we have a couple of players that are slacking. We're giving them some time, so we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna chat, and those two guys with no cameras, and the other guy that must be around because there he is. We got one of them. Hey Bane, what's going on? How much are you going to screw with them with the things and the stuff? Oh, I'm going to screw with them with all the things and all the stuffs, all of it. I've been, I was playing with the advanced effects on some NPC sheets. I like it. I got all this stuff on some of the NPC sheets. Like I did coding. Drake did coding. It's like a miracle. This is the way. We're doing stuff and things. All right, so when we left off last week to get the role playing things going, you guys had kind of traveled down to Valaki ish and picked up. Actually, it was Rokenya, and you think it was on purpose. Picked up. Oh, I was looking at your picture. Nice. I'll look at that a little bit closer in a second. Picked up the scent of, or the signs of um, Esmeralda because you were looking for her. And so you started off into the woods south of Alaki. As far as on the map goes, I'll show you roughly how far you got to travel down into the woods south of Alaki. So yeah, I got the maybe down in down here. I'll give you that map if you want. Do you want it? Who doesn't want it? Too late. Y'all got it. Just right in your face. All right, so yeah, so you gotta, you kind of, it's kind of a hidden like path, right? You gotta follow, and it looks like, she just kind of looks like, you know, like that, like like cool art. You can't just use it once, right? Same art. We've had it two or three times, right? Now it's even cooler. It actually has little symbols that you can follow. See them? There's one there. There's another one there. Some blinky lights. So, ooh, I even have some sounds pinned on here. Is Sirenscape working? Yeah. All right.
Caesar, if you're talking to us, we can't hear you.
You talking to us? Yeah. Hey. Yeah. It's not working. No. No. Still not working. No.
What about now?
Yes.
Oh,
Finally.
jeez, what's wrong with this thing? I was just saying, I've used that background as my background before.
Yeah. There you go. Well, this has got the nice little. It's got some fog rolling in, but so um, you guys eventually come through like this thick woods is pretty most of the way, right? But eventually you come out like you can hear like a creek or something, and you come out next to a creek, and it kind of opens up right in that one area, and you can see that somebody way in the distance you can see a fire and like a couple of tents have been set up against the creek bed, and uh, you think you think there's somebody up there, but somebody should run Grimfoot maybe take over his character and get it situated just in case, you know.
You all stay here, and I will go scout ahead.
Cool, I thought I rolled a 1.
a 2 is probably gonna claim it.
It's always Sven. Sorry, Sven.
I mean, if he just volunteered, we could like reward him, right? It's like a wonderful thing because he ends up getting it anyways.
He always adds the good stuff to
You
the
gotta take the
schedule.
trash out anyways, Finn. So you might as well just volunteer to do it. Then you're the hero, right?
That's right. So I'm going to stealth up.
Hey, what's up, Corby doll?
And see what I can see.
See what
actually,
I
I'm going
can
to go
see.
about halfway, and I'm going to send my familiar. I'm going to close my eyes, climb up into a tree a little bit, and then close my eyes and let the familiar go. And my closet
What is he?
is going to
Is he
turn
got?
invisible.
He's got little wings. That's what Quas's got, like little.
Mm-hmm. I can't share images, maybe.
Let's look at a closet.
No. Haha. Maybe I did.
Whoa. I think that's the first time a player's ever forced something upon me, and I kind of like it. Will you do that again? Which is it? Is there one in there?
Yeah. On my
Q.
pets page.
How
My
the hell
closet
do you
has
spell quad? QU?
ASIT. That's my it's from my pet page.
Oh, there he is. Quasit. That's a friendly one. Good thing he's invisible, because, geez Louise.
Right? He looks like a gremlin.
He's very
I
small,
was thinking the same
very
thing.
tiny.
Is he really a tiny? For
Hmm?
That's nice. He can get into small places.
Yes, and he can roll stealth as well, even though he is invisible. Can I drag that to this tower? Let's see. Oh, I can. Okay, cool.
I showed her a lot of assets on this table. I did it all for, John, because he's the horror guy. I'm like, let me put all these in there. And then he's like, I'm not paying no more. I'm kidding. The government will give up on you, and you can go back home and not have to be at the office.
Peyton says I can't see him. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about either. It's on stream, but it's I don't know. All right, so as you guys move up, you see a interesting sight. You see a very large saber-toothed tiger, like, jump across the creek towards the two tents, like, sneakily hostile. And you could be up in the front, Rokenya, and be. I'm gonna say you probably could have made your way up about another, like, 40 feet ahead of the party, kind of off to the left side, and you can be hidden if you want. And you see Esmeralda come out of a tent, and she's startled by when she like sees this thing coming towards her, and it looks aggressive as it looks at her, and she kind of backpedals a little and like goes towards the tent like she's reaching for something, a weapon or whatever. And that's where we're gonna pick up with this combat. As I'm gonna roll initiative, I'll push it to you like that, like that. I'm
If
rolling
you would add
Grimfoots.
my friend into the.
He's on your sheet. Is he on your pets? Hey, pet. Quasit. Comet tracker. Is he?
These are my pets. Yes.
Is he skip turn? Does he have an initiative? I forgot.
He has his own initiative.
It rolls every round. Okay. Bada bing.
And
All right. So
first one would have been 5. So he's probably last anyway.
is he back down? Is he down there anyways? Where's he
Oh,
at?
there we go. Cool. I
No,
didn't realize it rolled it for him already, so that's good.
He's first. Baby Grimfoot.
Yeah, when you put him in the combat tracker, it rolls the initiative.
Cool.
All right, so I'm gonna say that Virginia, you are in conjunction with this map. I'm gonna say you're like over here by these rocks, okay?
Okay.
And the rest of you guys are kind of, I don't know, still coming up the path. Right? You're kind of spread out a little bit more than I had you on the. About like that, okay? And now the distances should be kind of accurate to 5e rules as far as moving on the map and stuff. This, you guys got the image and everything. You can see the river, the tents, and you should be able to see
We just need baby Grimfoot on there.
Esmeralda. Huh?
We just need baby Grimfoot on there.
Oh yeah, I gotta put him on the mop. Baby Grimfoot. Where'd he go in the commentary? He's hiding. He's so tiny. He's so tiny. We'll put him. How far up did he go? He's over here on this rock right in front of you. Boop. How's that? He's like right there. I don't
Okay.
know. He's invisible though. Should we put invisible on him? Can you
I'm
put
going to,
invisible?
yes.
Oh, you will? Okay, cool. Esmeralda, you can see her, and you need to be able to see Senior Saber-Tooth Tiger that's wearing armor.
Which got barding.
Battle Cat.
So is it barding or is it like a kite and a bug carapace?
It's like plate mail, half plate.
Nice.
It's like half plate. This thing's got battle armor on. And Ralkenia, you're close enough to see that it's got blood stains and muck all over it. The tiger's a little bit wounded, you know, and you see Esmeralda backpedaling like, oh, holy shit! Like she's not expecting this thing to come at her, and it looks like it's charging right at her.
Okay.
Now, I want to remind everybody that you guys are familiar with a saber-toothed tiger being in Vallaki and belonging to, you guys suspected belonging to Ricavio. Because it was let loose by the Watcher boys out of his wagon. And it was loose in Vallaki. I don't think you guys ever saw the tiger, though. But you heard about it. So before we start rocking and rolling, does anyone have any questions on that idea? No. Okay, so Esmeralda has initiative. So she's like, what the hell? You hear her mumble over her breath in her accent she's
Is this
got.
Dirt background?
Oh,
I
the
recognize it. I wonder if I have it.
background
I like it.
_1 is the name of it. So
Okay.
you can look it up.
Anyway, it's a nice one. All right, so it's Esmeralda's turn. Okay.
I might have changed the color of it, but yeah. So she's getting something. What? I mean, she was setting up camp. She might have had a light weapon on her, but I think she's gonna grab a hold of her rapier and She's gonna take the dodge action because she's smart like that. I don't think she knows that she's got help coming yet, right? So she kind of, um, you know, moves back and kind of takes the dodge action. Picks up her rapier. All right, the little baby Grimfoot. What do you got him
All right,
doing?
so he's going to zip over.
Why is that a
To the
weird,
top
like, was there one big
of
token and a little token? What's going on over
one's not the actual
there?
combat tracker one. She's gonna zip over to the top of this tent and land there, and is going to speak. He speaks common and abyssal. I don't know that she speaks abyssal, so it's going to say, "The idiot from the other world that have you been helping are only moments away." All right, so I'm going to come down from the tree, and I'm going to
So, you said that in abyssal?
put it over there. No, in
Abyssal?
common. In common. I don't know that she speaks abyssal, so
Oh,
I just said
okay.
it in common.
Okay, I was like checking to see if she speaks abyssal too. I'm like, I don't know if she speaks. You said it in common. Okay, good. She's like, she kind of glances that way slowly, but you know, she's kind of like slowly backing away. Nice.
All right, so I'm going to move and then use my tabaxi feline agility to
Oh, I wasn't looking at your token.
preparation combat. There we go. Go. And he's 25 feet away, but we're in these sketchy woods. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and action dash as well then, and I will move another 30 feet. Zoom in, is that right? 35, okay. And I'm going to say, move up, sprint out. Esmeralda needs our help. And then I'm going to call out to the rest of them. Hey, Esmeralda needs our help. She's being attacked.
Alright. Rost. Yeah, he's gonna double move, I think, and try to get up there. How far can he go? 60.
From where I am, can Rakina see Esmeralda or the cat?
Yeah,
Okay.
both of them. She's kind of. I mean, if she backs up a little bit more, she might be behind the tent or something. But
As I run by, I'll say to Rokina, is that Rictovio's tiger? We gotta save her.
the specially trained Vistani killing tiger. That one.
Yeah, it's
This
probably
one?
not good for her.
This one that's gonna 40 feet. I don't know. Let's see. It looks like alt. I don't know.
She's
I
not
think
Vistani,
so.
is she?
She is. So this
It's
tiger,
not 100% Vistani because she's missing a leg. So she's only 95% Vistani.
it's from her it's from below her knee down, so it's most of the bottom of her leg. It might be more than 5%. It might be.
How good do you think that tiger is at math?
Um,
Well,
seeing
you
the
know, the
tiger could
average
have
person,
ate the first part of the leg. We don't know that, so he could be
the,
after
the
the
average
rest.
person has less than 2 legs. So
It's true. So yeah, this thing's gonna like just kind of jump over there and like claw, like defensively, like claw and look, and it's looking around to make sure that something's not gonna surprise it. And then you see it looks like at the tents and stuff are kind of clear, as it moves up into the front, and it's gonna take a swipe at her with its claw. Just batting at her. She's dodging, so yeah, she dodges out of the way of this claw, and it's
Thought
like
cats couldn't cross water.
"Rah!" they
you're thinking of
can
vampires.
only they can jump over them, right? Jump over the water. All right. Well, it's it's only got it's only got like it's only got one claw attack or a bite or it's got a lot of oars. Javelda.
I'm a long ways away. And
Fireball
it's
can reach it.
right there.
You're only 145 feet away. It just feels like it on this map.
But it's a tiger. I don't want to hurt the tiger, but I'm going to. Well, how fast do I move? 30. I must have quick.
So let's do a thought process here. Who is Ricavio? You characters know who Ricavio is, right?
Yeah, he's
The
a guy.
dandy at the inn.
Yeah,
Right.
he's the dandy at the end, and
Right.
isn't he
And
an entertainer or something? I don't know.
yeah, but he's also known to you as Van Richten, Rudolph Van Richten in disguise, who Esmeralda is looking for.
Right.
And you
She's
think
looking
this might
for
be his
Ah,
tiger
well,
before
let
you kill
me
it. I'm just saying
get a
before you
little bit closer.
kill it. I don't think that would be a given for it's a reminder to the players, from 12 sessions ago or whatever it was, or 15 sessions ago. I
Grimfoot, go
just read
wrestle it.
through it again, right? It's all fresh in my mind. It's probably not in yours. So. What's that?
I yelled for Grimfoot to go wrestle it. Wrestle it.
Go wrestle the armored saber-toothed tiger. It's not going to bite you.
Oh,
Nah, you'll be all right.
It
hopefully it won't like fire, so I'll shoot some fire in its direction and miss.
bounces off of its plate mail it's wearing. Plate mail.
What kind of
All right.
maniac armors a tiger?
Van Richten. Rudolph Van Richten. I have a purpose for my armored tiger.
So, Strahd Destroy is going to take a move and a dash, yelling, "Leave that lady alone!" as he's running towards the tiger.
Are you like banging on your shield, like gang,
Yeah,
gang, 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 trying to scare the cat? Is that what we're trying to do?
making lots of noise.
Send in the tank.
That's why I said, Grimfoot, go wrestle it. It's a wrestling match. It's a wrestling tiger.
Grim's got like 80 feet of movement, doesn't he?
Yeah, he should have extra, I think.
Oh, he's gonna
Actually,
chuck
he is
something. What's he got?
70 feet away.
Feels much further on this map, doesn't it?
You don't have COP. Wow. How dare you?
I'd turn that. I do have it. I have
I
some
have
of
to
it turned off.
actually look it up.
What? Javelin?
60 feet. 120.
Or what are you chucking? A spear?
60. Okay, so the only thing I can throw is a javelin. He's going to throw a javelin at it and
Does he throw
Try to
like
get its-
Lamar? Does he throw like Lamar?
he has the springy. Oh, to get the extra range.
Wow. Wobble, 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 wobble.
So he will
Ting
throw a
off
second.
of plate mail.
He will throw a second one.
Yeah.
Trying to get his attention.
Oh, this is Grimfoot. Is anybody trained in animal handling?
No.
Nope.
Everybody say that's wasted.
Yes.
Who's
Rokina is.
Ralkenia is? Ah. Well, she's all the way in the back though right now, so she can't be no handling no animals way in the back. Unless she's communicating. How far away can you communicate with your baby Grimfoot?
100 feet.
Oh, you're further than that away, aren't you? Yeah. He can't be telling you nothing right now. He can't be like dee 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 dee.
Alright, so he's just going to just sit there on the thing and sort
Being all
of bring out
invisible?
a little cricket and start munching on it as he's watching to see what this cat's doing.
Well, you know, an invisible crunchy cricket still makes noise, right? So I'm just saying. All right, Javelda. 115 feet away, there's a saber-toothed tiger that looks like it's going to eat Esmeralda. It's like it's like right in her face. Moving on up.
Yes. Let's see what we've got here. Fireball would cover the whole camp.
And then some. Invisible creatures at all.
No. It would only be fun to drop a fireball at ground zero, burn everything around me. A fire didn't deter it, so let's try this. Yeah.
The old lich slap.
Tippy tap. Hey, you.
Somebody finally made
No.
the
We
tiger.
mustn't.
Yeah.
We mustn't eat Esmeralda.
The tiger glances ever so slightly in your direction, but still focused on Esmeralda, like drool coming out.
Alright, so he's going to run up the 40 feet again. And he's going to try to intimidate. And grab its attention. you stupid cat. Look at me.
Ooh, nice.
She brings out his spear, starts waving it.
The tiger looks at Grimfoot, sniffs Esmeralda deeply, and is a little intimidated. So I'm gonna have the old Sabretooth be a little timid and kind of take the dodge action, backing away a little bit. See these new these new enemies moving towards it. It does look a little more nervous. Like this is. It seems this cat is a trained cat, and it's wounded a little, and it seems to be just gonna go defensive for now, like or Kenya. Still
So
looking
she
like
can
it
use
wants
move
to
up
eat
60 feet.
Esmeralda, but Esmeralda, she's gonna. First, I'm gonna shit, then it's gonna kill me. That's what she's thinking.
Is it gonna shit or is it gonna kill you?
Right? Yeah, I think she's gonna do the old easy kitty, 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 and back up a little bit further, and also take the dodge action. I mean, that is a big tiger. I don't think it shows it how big it is on the stream, on the next to the stream, the crick. Hey, cheap! I already got cheap viewers. Why are you trying to give me more cheap viewers? My viewers are so cheap, aren't you bastards?
Stream boo?
I don't know, but there's a button right here I can push that will give you all of my free cheap viewers. It's called the old band button. See you, bye. You got them all. My turn? Down arrow? What? Am I slacking? Yeah. Yeah, that's what she does. Alright, Ross. Like,
Okay.
you know,
So
10, 20 seconds, you're kind of jogging up here. You're starting to see everything clearly. Now, Esmeralda's head, maybe you can make her out back there a little bit, but behind the tent,
all
you
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to keep this thing away from her because it seems kind of focused on her. So, let's see. Like that. I'm gonna drop entangle right there. So
Kind of
he has to
keeping it
make.
away from her and you guys a little bit, right? like
Well, look
the
at both.
maximize the square. I see how you're trying to angle it, yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's in the
So,
back corner of the square. Ah.
all right, he fails. But that's with the staff of the vineyard that that I got. So
Oh, yeah.
he's got the staff and he like plants it in the ground, and you can see the vines like traveling under the ground, and then they spring up around this thing. It's not very effective, but it looks cool.
Nice.
This thing looks freaked out though. This tiger. Little
So
nervous.
Destroy going to move and dash again, another 60 feet. And he's going to yell out, hopefully Van Richten's around. He's just going to yell out, Van Richten, call off the tiger.
You're not supposed to say his name, you turd.
Oh, What? I can't remember. Oh, Rictavio. I forgot his name. Rictavio.
What skill were you using?
Let me pick a charisma. Why not?
You gonna like persuasion,
Persuasion.
or intimidation,
Yeah.
or
No, it's not intimidating. It's persuading more.
it could be
I
by
mean, I'm not
screwing his
threatening him.
name up like that. It totally
Yeah.
could be. If you play above 5 or more, you did do what you said you did. Go ahead, roll it.
All right.
The
In the open
DC's
or
a
in the tower?
15. Make it a little hard on you. Nah, that's good. That's good. I was kidding. I'm not gonna punish you for not remembering. All right, so you yell out, "Rictavio!"
Call off the tiger.
You will hear a voice reply.
F you.
I'm coming. Like across the river and through the woods. Like you hear a
Quest
voice
for the Holy
from
Grail.
like over here, right?
Rictavio, was he pudgy?
Rictavio?
Yeah, I can't remember if he was a little pudgy guy or not.
He could be whatever Van Richten wants him to look like. It's a disguise. But yeah, he had a little pudge belly in the disguise.
Out of breath running through the woods.
Maybe. Baby?
Alright, so
What's
baby-
baby? Baby.
So- Esmeralda will hear. All right, now's the time to attack it. Yeah, you got your backup right there. Cast a spell or shoot it. Do something. Get it now while it's captured.
Can you just have him talk like Beavis? You're so close. Just do it. Just do it. Die. How smart is he?
Need some TP for my bunghole.
He's only got a 7 intelligence. That's about what Beavis had, isn't it?
If you're being generous, yeah.
I mean,
Who was smarter, Beavis or Butthead?
oh, the tiger. All right, so the old tiger's gonna get back over here
I
on
have
this
to get
rock.
out of the entangledness.
Oh yeah, he tries
Yeah,
to get out.
He succeeded, so
Oh, he did.
I thought
Yeah.
he failed. Okay.
I thought
never
he
mind.
succeeded.
No,
No,
he
he
failed
failed.
when
No,
He
he
did
failed.
fail.
yeah.
Why did I think he
Yeah.
succeeded? So he is
So-
restrained.
He's gonna say, "Rawr! I'm a big, strong cat, and I want to break free." Rawr! What do I gotta? What you got it there? You gotta push it to it.
Yeah, I can push it to you.
Bada bing! I'm lazy and I can't get out. I can't get out.
Nice. Now his tail caught too.
Got his tail tangled.
Can I do anything else? I'm gonna bonus action wag my tail. Yep. I'm gonna make it like a cat's all mad, right? Just wave it real fast. Grimfoot.
All right, so Grimfoot saw this happen, so he does not have to save. He knows the entangle is there.
Oh, sorry.
That doesn't necessarily
one-
mean he'll care.
1 point, real quick. The staff of the vineyard said that if a creature restrained by these vines makes a strength check to free itself and fails, that creature becomes magically drunk until the end of its next turn.
Nice.
A drunk creature is poisoned for the duration.
No, I think I have
So it-
intoxication. I think I have it. I think which makes you
Entangled,
poison, but
drunk,
it's still.
saber-tooth tiger.
Oh, intoxication's a button now.
Nice.
Wait, what does it say about it? Just says becomes poisoned, right?
Yeah, till the end of its next turn.
Okay, I'll drop that on it then.
Nice.
Meow.
All right, so Grimfoot's gonna move over here.
10
have his
minutes.
spear out.
Oh, that's the restraint.
And then
Like
he's going to use
jumps,
his...
like he jumps in front of Esmeralda, like.
That's right. And then he's going to use his spear to do a little dance to try to distract the cat.
All right, so he like accidentally knocks the tent pole that the freaking baby Griffith's sitting on. Like,
I thought he was gonna
oops,
pole dance on it.
knocks it
13, not
over.
bad.
Right, but he still accidentally knocks the tent pole over.
Okay.
Which makes baby Grimfoot makes a squeal, which does distract the tiger a little bit, who's entangled.
So, she's gonna run up 30 feet. And she has her bow out, and she's going to say, "I like Esmeralda more than you, Rictavo. Call it off, or the cat will die." As I pull out my bow, I'm not going to shoot anything, but I'm going to be waiting.
All right, I think we got to the point of introducing Rudolph Van Richten, who comes out of the bushes over here, and he's not an enemy of you guys, but he's not necessarily visible in the combat tracker, so you can see all of his shit either. And he does call off his tiger. He's got a little cat clicker. Yeah. He's got a little, no, he comes running and he's got a little squirt gun. He's like, get back.
Squirt gun. Squirt, squirt.
It's like a super soaker. He does have a gun though. That's what's interesting when he comes like kind of surprisingly very nimble. He hops over the river and backs his cat up and stuff. He is carrying a rather long kind of like firearm, like a rifle instead of his sword cane that he normally has. And he looks a little bit different than he does when he's dressed up as Ricavio. Have you guys seen him as Van Richten? Rudolph Van Richten? Like,
I don't think so.
his images and stuff? So you were told that in one of your quests that Madame Eva gave you that and you saw in your crystal ball view of this image here. Remember?
That's the one we saw.
And then when he was disguised, you saw him like this.
Mm-hmm.
But now he appears like this.
That's like 3 different types of crazy.
Yep.
He definitely can make himself disguised himself. He's got some magic that does it. Disguises himself. And he says, Diego, I know you're on the scent of a Vistani. Let it come out and face its punishment. As we are out of combat.
Level up.
Level up. Nice. How do I do that?
That tiger had
What?
some good experience.
Initiative, clear. Oh, I'm giving you initiative and experience points for defeating it. You don't have to kill everything. Remember, we're on milestones in this game, so, Kidding. I just wanted you to feel that I gave you something. Because Sven says I'm not a giver, but I really am.
Your name's not Drake Gives.
Right?
Drake Gibbs.
That's not as catchy.
Treat gifts. Oh, I'm sorry. I can unlock your tokens too. All right, so let's roleplay. What are we doing here? I guess I get to play. I get to roleplay Van Richten meeting Esmeralda again, right? So how does that go?
I don't know. We'll just stand off to the side
Let
and
me-
watch you
We'll
play with
watch.
yourself.
Can I? Is it okay if I go get a couple of hand puppets I have? Like,
I would pay money for that, actually.
Right? Let's stream that.
you know, I threw my Barney eyeballs in the trash the other day. All mad. Stupid guy. All right, so this is a huge amount of. I'm not going to role play the two Van Richten and Esmeralda. I'm going to explain it to you guys, and you can imagine the role play in your mind. Okay.
They
So
fall in love.
Esmeralda and Van Richten know each other, but they haven't seen each other in years, decades maybe. And as soon as Van Richten realizes that that's Esmeralda, he will feel very bad about his tiger trying to eat her. But
It's a good
Van
thing we
Richten
showed up.
has no love for Vistani, seeing that he trained this tiger to attack Vistani on sight. No questions asked. So he's like, he's just trying to eat Vistani. It's in his blood. You know, that's kind of his excuse. We can get into the reasons why later. But eventually they are calm enough to talk to each other.
Grimfoot's eating whatever he can find to eat.
And the tiger comes over here and licks its wounds. And becomes not hostile. It's not friendly though.
Ross will make snacks
pet
for
it.
Grimfoot.
Don't pet it.
Yeah, Javelda's going to stay as far away from the tiger as possible and hope that it doesn't glance at her again.
It does keep looking at her like 2 bites. I think I can eat you in 2 bites. It keeps thinking, but shh, don't tell nobody.
I think he'd spit the first one out.
All right,
Candace
so
is keeping
here's
one
what
eye
we're
on the
gonna do.
tiger.
Too
We're
much
gonna
fur.
we're gonna go in order of across the top there. Grimfoot, Javelda, Ross, Rakena, and Search and Destroy. And we're gonna have a little discussion about what your character's gonna want to talk to Esmeralda and Van Richten about while we're getting around this campsite, getting set up, and hanging out for the next short rest. Not that anybody needs one. That's why I said it slowly. I was looking to see, does anybody need a short? All right, so we're going to skip over Grimfoot because I don't think Sven should, unless you want to roleplay him talking to these two.
Duh.
I don't know that he would have anything that he would ask. I
Probably.
don't think he's never mentioned anything before.
Got any more
And
snacks?
we'll give him an opportunity if he wants to ask questions later. But I don't think either Marbania nor his character would care less about it, right? Playing this character. All right. So what about Jingo? What about Javelda? How do you think? What questions?
Well,
How would
first I ask some out of character questions. Has the party already met Madam Eva?
Yes.
Did they have the card reading?
Yes, and
Yes.
Ricavio is one of their cards.
Okay, but
The man with the
Esmeralda was
monkey.
not.
The man with the monkey. So they know Van Richten is Ricavio. They know that too.
All right. What is your plan for beating Strahd? What do we still need?
He says, I haven't completed my plan just yet. You might be a part of it. Maybe you are. Maybe you aren't. I don't know what your intentions are as a party. I've heard.
My intention is to leave this place and never come back.
Unfortunately, you can't.
Oh, I can. Once I put a stake in Strahd's heart, and you're going to help me do that.
He says, I have a plan.
Yeah, you said that, or I asked that, and then you said you didn't have a plan yet.
My plan may not include those who wish to free Strahd, I heard, was the case amongst your party members.
Who's wanting to free him? I want to rid this land of his curse. He's evil.
We know that the abbot thinks that if he can make Strahd happy, that I don't know what the abbot thinks. I wasn't here as a player when we confronted the abbot, so I don't know how that ended up.
Yeah, I did that
Trying
just
to
like the
marry-
abbot. You were right. We did it. I did it just like that. Trying to marry him off and make the place a merry-go, happy-go-lucky, sunny, shiny.
Did they kill him or fight him, or is he still there?
Yeah, he's
he's
still
still
hanging out. They don't. He's still making it, trying to find a dress. They took the quest and then just left. They're like, we're out of here. Screw that guy. They're like there. They were like there like 2 hours or something. They
We
were
didn't like him.
like screw this and his cronies and let's beat up his clay golem. They met Esmeralda up there though. That was the best thing that came out of it. So
I'll
the
pass
general
my
impression
turn to somebody else.
is Rudolph and Esmeralda are long acquainted, and you get the impression that Rudolph isn't happy that she's here, right? Like you fucked up, coming here kind of attitude towards her. All right, Ross, what do you think Ross is gonna do there, Valtrix?
Yeah, we all fucked up being here. But look, this plan of yours does it have something to do with that head that you keep in a chest up in that tower? Because that's real weird, I gotta say.
Oh, that head owed me information.
All right, is it gonna help us get out of here?
No,
All right, fair
you
enough.
can keep
but,
it. That's what
no, thank you.
Damn it.
But look, yeah, free Strahd. I mean, we've talked about that as a possible way of getting out of here, but I think most of us are mostly concerned with leaving and going back home, regardless of how we do it. So if we have to kill Strahd to do it, so be it.
he kind of looks around at the rest of the party and waits their response as well. He says, "You are a cleric, yes?"
Ross looks around to see who he's talking to.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, that's right.
He just kind of nods, like he given you the holiness of himself too, right? Have you heard of me?
Well, of you, Rudolf van Richten. I think we've all heard of you.
He says, I don't enslave anyone. I don't let them free. And Strahd is dead, with or without your help. That's why I've come here. And apparently, so has my former mentor. He looks at Esmeralda a little scowly.
Yeah, well, not all of us came here on purpose, so if we can all work together to get out of here, I think that's gonna be best. We're all working towards the same goal.
He looks over at Relkenya. See if she has anything to say.
She says,
I'm looking for
what the
Finn.
cleric says is true. We had originally been told that he could be freed or killed. That will allow us to get out of here. Since that has now come to, we've been now told that we cannot free him. It would be simpler to free him with his help, but now we cannot. So yes, now our goal is to kill him. I don't care whether he lives or dies. I simply want to get out of here. And if that's what it takes, then that's what we will do.
He says, so if it was easier for Strahd to be freed and for you to escape that way, you would choose that way over killing him if it was harder?
Yes.
Search and Destroy will stand up and say, "No! I have traveled this land, and this man must die, and bring this unholy, wretched place back to the vibrant place it used to be. That must be our mission now."
Well, I agree. This place sucks. That's why I'm trying to get out of here. By any means necessary.
That at first that was my only goal, but after being in this cursed land, it just eats at me. It must be released and freed.
Well, Van Richten says, I've already started working on my plan. Perhaps I might include some of you in on it, but first I need to explain why Diego, he points to his tiger, was attacking Esmeralda. She is Vistani. My knowledge of Barovia, when I came here, I knew to move freely in this land without being spied upon by every one of Strahd's Vistani that can come and go and resupply him and provide him with outside sources out of Barovia. They cannot be here before he dies. So I sent my tiger in to run them all off or kill them. He is not done yet.
What does the presence of the Vistani have to do with killing or not killing Strahd?
They can help him. They can
They
warn
haven't
him.
gotten in our way.
They
So
have
can all the people here too.
not like the
Everybody in
Vistani.
this land could help him.
None of these people can leave and come back. None of these people can bring adventurers here like the Vistani can.
If
These
he's dead,
people
then
are
there's
trapped.
no point in them bringing things here.
There's no point in them being here for this exercise of killing Strahd. We are not prepared to kill him yet. We have lots of planning to do.
So the Vistani are aiding Strahd.
All of them. Toy. He
Well,
spits on the ground.
then they must be evil too.
No offense, Esmeralda. She's like, I am always offended by your racism towards the Vistani. He's like, they killed my son. There's a whole story.
Okay.
The Vistani kidnapped his son, which was Esmeralda's family, believe it or not, and sold his son to a vampire who turned him into a vampire spawn, and Van Richten had to kill his son.
Oh, that really sucks.
Yeah, that's kind of tragic.
So he doesn't really like
Have to kill him.
Vistani. Yeah, he did,
He had a
because his
choice.
son asked him to. He's like, Father, please kill me. Father.
Yeah, we met that guy.
Same.
We killed him.
It's just over and over. That Strahd, you don't understand Barovia is just Strahd's mind. You guys are trapped in it, right? It's just stuff over and over and over.
Mhm.
All right, so there's kind of like which direction do you guys want to go? You guys got a couple of quests that you want to finish up. I think you guys have some questions about maybe a sword.
Oh yeah.
And you also probably need to find some information about the Amber Temple. That's about all you guys got left is the Amber Temple and killing Strahd. So
Right, the sword. How do we put the sword? Complete the sword.
well, Van Richten's
know
not
about the
very
sword?
familiar with the how to recreate the sword. He hasn't been researching that, but he does have a lot of research material. And I think he can trust you enough that he is going to invite you into his library, his office. He calls it his office.
Awesome. Javelda's good at reading books.
And,
She's good at research.
So yeah, he opens up a extra-dimensional pocket, like a door, and says, "If you wish to come into my office and take your boots off, yeah, more than welcome." He looks down at everyone's dirty boots.
Does Javelda have boots?
Dirty feet. You can't take your feet off, but he don't want you tracking no mud in his library.
We'll have to
Yeah,
wash her feet off in the river.
Javelda, can you just clean our boots, please?
Can I or will I? Let me see. Prestidigitation. Clean boots.
Nice. Van Richten can help you out with that too. He does. He can do stuff like that too. Get off of it.
Yeah,
Wait,
then we
what
don't
is
have to
the-
take our boots off.
I had a image. What I do with it?
Grimfoot said, "Hey man, you got any food in there?"
Say,
Hey, man.
shoe shine business on the side. You know, I was just thinking of that Johnny Cash song today too. That's kind of weird. That he's talking about the shoe shine.
Okay.
You know the song. Come on, everybody knows it. Get the rhythm. Get the rhythm. What is it? The shoe. You can look it up.
Get rhythm.
I'm looking for an image here that I found and I went and got and I did all that crap and I pinned it and now I can't find it. What kind of asset finding? Let me look in the
Search.
images first. Yeah, I gotta go search now. Like type in stuff. Use both hands. What kind of VTT is this where I gotta use two hands to use it, right? I'm lazy. Just the mouse. That's it. All right, here it is. All right, so just before I share this with you, the ghost is not there presently. Okay, it does show up periodically though, but it's not there. There's a story behind it. Okay, there's a story behind it. All right, so Van Richten's office. Let's go. Get in. Come on. It's a little bit
That's
bigger
cool.
than just this image, right? It's like twice that size. And there's a downstairs area.
Ooh, Javelda, look at all the books.
It's basically
Yeah.
the magnificent, not the magnificent mansion, the instant fortress size. So it's kind of big.
Actually, a WotC image, nice.
Yeah, and he says we should perhaps find a good spot to hide before we go into this, right? Before you guys jump in, he probably not at Esmeralda's camp where his tiger was just about to eat her. He says, Strahd has spies everywhere. I mean, everywhere.
Why can't we just go into the tent and you cast your
Yeah, that's what he's
magic
saying.
there?
He needs to. You guys kind of hid somewhere and did it, right? He just didn't do it on the side of the street. He like behind the rocks or in the tent or before you guys go in. But you guys can. How long does this stupid thing last? I think. Let me go look.
Magnificent Mansion?
No, the
The
other one.
tiny hut?
No, the instant fortress.
Oh, Darren's Instant Fortress.
I see a button over here. What am I looking for? I lost my train of thought. Spells. No, it's an item. Item. Forever. What?
So we can stay here forever.
The cube rapidly grows into the fortress that remains until you use an action to speak the command word to dismiss it, which only works if the fortress is empty. So, like, freaking, he can never collapse it because I don't think Grimfoot's ever leaving now.
Why is there food in there?
Yes, there's food.
There's also a ghost in there that never leaves. So
Yeah. How empty does it have to
sometimes
be? Like
it's.
if I drop some coins, is it never gonna close?
I think it injects the stuff in the astral sea. Just saying. Oh, the objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried take this damage and are pushed automatically. 10d10 bludgeoning damage to your coins every round. So how long will they last?
So how can he have a library if he can't? If it has to be completely empty.
Hey, this isn't Dern's Instant Fortress, okay? It's just an idea of Dern's Instant Fortress. This is called Van Richten's office, and it has the same magical length as Dern's Instant Fortress. It's a rare, wondrous item. But it doesn't look as horrible as Dern's Instant Fortress art. I think
So we
WotC
need-
should get their money back from that artist. I really do. No, I'm kidding. I didn't even look at it. It didn't open. And I'm not going to look to see what it is.
We need
It's
to
just
give
like
Food
Javelda
near
this,
time
but
to
Grimfoot will
read.
go.
What's
And
that?
If there's food near Grimfoot, will go in. Otherwise,
Yeah, Van Richten
he
has
will
a
stay out here and guard.
Van Richten has a supply of lichen meat, fresh lichen meat.
Is that Lichen or Lycan? Is it?
He
is it
also
moss,
has
or
fresh
wolf?
lichen too. So, but
You sprinkle some lichen on your lichen.
Some sweet tea.
You should
Some
use that for
spike
your stream,
kite.
Drake. Like and subscribe.
lichen. It's all glowy mushroom. Is that a picture of the guy that's supposed to go with you guys to the Amber Temple? Is that
Our Mussman's in the house.
Casimir? No, that looks like Rod, then, doesn't it? Oh, that might be
I think it looks like
Strahd.
Strahd.
I think it's
Yeah, it
Strahd.
looks like Strahd.
Yeah.
It's got bat wings drawn around him.
And that's
Oh yeah,
Ravenloft.
I didn't see the bat wings.
Yeah, it looks like Castle Ravenloft.
And
Yeah.
it's look at the little
Vampire fangs.
yeah, the little fangs over there. I didn't even
That's
notice
great.
that before. All right, so this is your chance to learn what Van Richten
Destroy.
knows about Barovia. Your characters. Or other things. I mean, the library's pretty extensive, so.
All right, Javelda, get to reading. We need to know about
Me?
the Amber Temple. We need to know anything about
How long do you
Strahd.
guys think your
Yeah.
guys' characters want to hang out in Van Richten's little... Van Richten says he
Long
has
enough to
somewhere to
find everything
be...
we
He
need.
has somewhere he needs to be tomorrow. So...
Has he got a doctor's appointment or something?
Right?
Well, he gives you the impression that he doesn't want to be in the party and hang out with the party. He's just here to help, and then he's leaving, right? He gives you the attitude that no, I work alone kind of attitude, and I'll help you guys when I can.
So
Even
Valkyria is going
Esmeralda
to
understands
stay
that.
out and be on guard, and hang out with the cat if I presume the cat's not going in. It's never come up before, but this has been.
If you ask to hang out with a cat outside, Van
the
Richten
beginning.
understands. He says, yes, please. He's very horny.
Didn't need to know that.
Those are teeth, not horns.
No, he's equipped. He would love you to take his plate mail off and scratch him.
That's right. He's wearing protection.
Yes. You could definitely, Roken could definitely build a relationship with this tiger,
I already healed him once. It just was a crappy roll.
right? But you can spend some time, take his armor off, give him some wound heals and some licks, and hang out. And there is a chance that you guys have a random encounter tonight. Obviously, it would be Dern's Ancient Fortress and somebody on guard duty outside. But let's just roll it's just a dice rolling game.
Is Esmeralda going in?
Yeah, she would like.
Yes,
She would, yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to insist. I'll push her in.
Javelda. Not. He said Esmeralda, but Javelda, yes, too.
I know.
Javelda's going into.
That's why I said I would push
I would push her
Esmeralda in. Yeah.
Yeah. So the only encounter that's going to happen tonight is the one with Van Richten and Esmeralda and the players or the characters, because that's it. What do you guys want to find out? I'm gonna give some spellcaster wizards. There's some spell books in here, so
Ooh, yes.
you could get a couple of spells added to your spell book. I don't know how many
Nice.
and how long and all that. You got to do the research on that.
Yeah, adding new spells takes time.
Right. So, but I'm sure you could
I'm
do
looking
a
at it.
couple of spells anyways.
All right.
What else do you guys want to know? Information about repairing the Sunblade?
Mm-hmm.
That's
And-
probably
yeah.
the most important thing, yeah.
Yeah.
The Amber Temple.
Van
And
Richten
yes.
says that the sword can be repaired, but maybe we should wait to repair it so it doesn't get discovered. Unless you guys think you need it. If you're going to the Amber Temple, you probably Should take a sunblade with you, he says. Maybe 2.
Oh, do you have another one?
He says, no. I don't plan on going to the Amber Temple. It is too evil for me.
Why is it evil?
That's where they kept evil incarnate trapped. It's thousands of years they've been kept there.
And what does
Evil
it have to do with
is
Strahd?
Building out of that place. That's where Strahd, in his undead form, was born. The Amber Temple gave him his powers. And it's just making it increase over the centuries. He's been
So maybe
drawing
we
the
could
evil
convince
from
them
it.
to take it back.
Perhaps you can. I'm killing him.
To
No,
that
I'm
point.
killing him. Get in line, buddy.
There is no
To that point,
freeing him.
what's your plan to kill him? How are we going to do it? How
Well,
are we going to assist you in doing it? What is your plan? I'm going to press him on his plan for taking out Strahd. Because at this point, Strahd destroys very much wanting to kill this bastard.
so my first plan was to get rid of the Vistani so they can't reinforce him. My second plan is to kill his sister.
How long has he been in?
Wait, he has a sister?
Well,
Is she a
apparently
vampire too?
she is not.
And how would killing his sister kill him?
If he's thousands of years old, how is his sister still alive?
Good question.
Mhm.
If she's not a vampire.
Good question.
He says, for one, she doesn't even know she's his sister. 2, he doesn't know that she is his sister, but I do.
How do you
What's
know
the
if
point
they
of killing
don't?
him then?
He
What's the
says,
point of killing him
I've
then?
been doing research for a decade.
And how does killing her kill him?
It doesn't. It allows us to kill him. It keeps her from stopping us. It keeps her
Who
from
is she?
telling her that we're going to kill him. Telling
Who is
him.
she and when do we do this?
He says, I have yet to completely trust that you'll be part of my plan. So those details I'll leave out for the moment. The exact moments. Some of them I may not have planned fully yet either. He's like scrovels around some papers. He's got notes written all over the place. He's like, but you have met his sister.
We've met her.
Her name is Madame Eva.
Do what?
What?
I think you've carried this whole Vistani hate thing a little bit far, Broham.
My hate
I think you need to dial
runs
it
deep,
back a
it's
notch.
true.
So we need to kill.
I think you're letting your vision get clouded by hate. Hate leads to the dark side.
How long
Yeah,
has he been in Barovia?
Like a couple months or something. No, I think he's probably been here about 6 months. I think they don't really specify but 6 months. I think it feels like.
Well, I can't speak for the whole party, but I don't think I'm gonna go along with the killing a bunch of Vistani thing. I'm all for killing Strahd, get us out of here, but your vendetta is your own.
I'm not convinced that all the Vistani serve Strahd. Sure, some of them do, but I don't think they all do.
Van Richten says,
I
the
really
Vas-
don't think as Madam Eva does, because she seems to have been helping us so far.
they have gotten a choice then. They can leave. So maybe your job is to convince them to go on a trip for, say, a few weeks. Then they're free to return after we have killed Strahd.
Well, will this place even still exist after we kill Strahd?
Good point. Maybe you're saving them ahead of time. Esmeralda would be glad to help you. She knows their ways. And Esmeralda agrees that she does know their ways. And they are free to leave.
And Esmeralda.
And the
how
ones
we
that
can
stay
convince them to leave.
are the only ones that must be the spies of Strahd.
I mean, they're probably more likely to listen to her than they are to us. Yeah.
Right? And if they are not friends of Strahd and you tell them they must leave and they stay, then we know who our enemies are.
Although we did save Arabelle, so that might give
You
us a
guys
little
do
bit
kind of
of
have
in the
like a communicable agreement with the Vistani, right? Like
Yeah, we've helped them out a few
amicable,
times. They
Yeah,
can't harm us, people.
It's like a cockroach hotel here, right? You can check in, but you can't check out unless you're Vistani. Then you're okay.
The Vistani we've met seem like nice people.
Mm-hmm. It's because they were nicely spying on you, right? That's Van Richten's attitude, anyways.
But if we can convince them to leave, there's no need in killing them. Get them to leave.
If they
Including
leave, my tiger will not hunt them anymore.
Madam Eva. Then
Nor
there'd be
will
no reason
my...
to kill her.
He doesn't have a problem if she leaves,
Especially
right?
since she doesn't know that she's the brother
The sister,
or the sister,
right?
and he is her brother. She'll never need to know.
How could she be? How can he? How can she be his sister? What parent is still alive if she's not a vampire?
Well, Strahd's mother is still alive. The one that claims to be his mother, anyways. He kind of chuckles.
Maybe it's a stepsister.
If at some point during all of this, is there a time, Drake, when Van Richten is off, like doing something else that the rest of us are like alone?
You could be like downstairs and alone,
Yeah,
easily.
just to have a conversation with the rest of the party where he's not around, because I want to tell them.
What about Esmeralda?
No, she could be involved in that. That's fine, because
Also
what I
step
want to tell them.
outside where Ralkina's guarding, and he would not be
Well,
here.
that might be a little obvious.
Yeah.
Come on outside, I want to talk to you a second. Instead of,
Well, I might talk to them all individually, but the gist is, yeah, I think at the very least, we can go back to the Vistani camp and maybe try to convince them to leave, but warn them that Van Richten is around and might try to kill him, because as far as I can tell, not all of them deserve to die like he thinks.
last session, you guys heard rumors from the feathers, the flock togethers. What's the where the
Were ravens?
yeah
The keepers
those
of the feather.
the
Is that what
keepers
it
of the
is?
feathers, that the Vistani camp was attacked by a saber-toothed tiger.
So they already know about it.
I mean, I don't know if you remember that from, was it last session or the session before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm with Ross. I don't think it's going to be
He's
too
already,
much of a lift.
Van Richten's already warned them, basically, is my point. He's not there to
Sure.
say it, but
I don't think there's going to be too much of a lift to get them to go back to uh, Waterdeep or wherever the hell they go for a certain amount of time.
well, the Vistani can travel through the mists, so they can go to the different domains of dread, too. They don't have to go back to the Prime like you guys do. They can wander the mists of the domains of dread. They can go to the other domains.
Why would anybody want to do that?
I don't know,
They're
right?
Vistani. Right.
You
Go
saw
back
the
to
movie
Waterdeep.
with Brad Pitt, right? That is why. Because they don't give a fuck. The funniest part of that whole movie, Snatch is the name. That's when the dog chews
Snatch.
Well,
Deleg dags.
yeah, that's Vistani right there. You know what I mean? It's the kind of idea, modern day. So Van Richten's plan is to defeat Strahd in the castle. He has a feeling that the castle and Strahd are somehow tied together. But he
Was
hasn't.
able to find anything about the Amber Temple or the sword.
The Amber Temple.
Reading all
yes.
those books that she read.
Yeah, the sword. Really, the only thing you guys need to do the sword is just to do it. Like, Van Richten can memorize the spell and help out if you guys want to recreate it. But Van Richten warns you that it's like a beacon
Okay.
for Strahd to find it because he despises
Whoa.
the sword, right?
We'll want to have to wait until
So,
we.
do you want to have a beacon on your back
No,
when you go to the Amber Temple? But he says that he does highly recommend that it wouldn't hurt to take a sunlight to the Amber Temple with you. All right, let's find out about the Amber Temple. Then you guys can have an educated plan here, right? All right, so the Amber Temple. He starts talking and he starts weaving up a little illusion, kind of to fill in the stream break for a moment. As I'm gonna let you guys watch this right there in chat, as we're gonna take a 10-minute break. All right, just watch until the forge crap starts, and then you can stop. When the other VTT starts, just stop it. Because it's sponsored by competition. All right, I want to start a timer. 20, 21, 30, 39. Yeah, 30, the 40. We're just going to round it. We're going to take a 10-minute break. But they're watching a YouTube video, and somebody shared in chat with you guys. But that's where you guys are heading, is to the Amber Temple, and I'll read to you the information you find when we get back. So we'll see you in about 10 minutes. Slideshow. Button. Yeah. We are done with our break. Most of us. I hear somebody still rattling a bowl around.
Did you watch the part 2 of that video, Drake? Amber
No.
Temple part 2? That
No.
was better than part 1.
Well, I didn't want to
It
give the
was narrated.
spoilers away.
Well, it was narrated. Somebody walking through there all scared.
I'll have to watch it. Maybe it'll be in when you guys get to that level. All right, so the Amber Temple, I did post the little thing that you guys will definitely know that the Amber Temple is cold as a witch's, hag's, somebody's cold a body part, something that's cold. And it's colder than that.
Not allowed
Can't
to have
talk
those
about
on
that.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Can't talk
Well,
about that on Twitch.
You can, but, you know.
Nipples!
Nibbles.
Nipples!
Valtrek's got young kids, so, you know, they could be walking by, or you never know.
No, it's fine. They're in bed.
I don't want them to think I'm a scary guy.
Too late.
Too late.
Grimfoot is eating in a library. And has been for the last hour.
Is he eating library
So
books?
he's
Like, I
so
like the
he's-
taste of the yellow one. Shang, yang, yang, yang.
What library? Where
Right.
at?
He
Van
doesn't.
Richten's
yeah.
library.
Who wants to fill Phil Marbania in for a second? while
What
I
the hell
finish
have you
eating
guys
my-
done?
Just did.
Finish eating my my little snack.
What else
I
do you
got
need to
here.
know?
Well, last I knew, last session, we had went back to Valaki and we were looking for Esmeralda. They wouldn't
Found
let us in.
Esmeralda.
We found her, okay. And they wouldn't let us in back in Valaki for whatever reason. That's where we left it. So
We're not
Whatever you guys have
lucky
done.
anymore. We are in Van Richten's library with Esmeralda.
okay.
We found her. We found her. in
Rokina
a
is
tent
outside
down
guarding.
by the river.
And
Literally.
Grimfoot's eating.
And we had to save her from Van Richten's tiger.
And all we know now is that the Amber Temple's cold.
Okay. All right. So I'm all caught up. Grimfoot never pays attention anyway. He just looks for the next thing to kill. And he's a little embarrassed after that undead guy.
Well,
Whooped
that's
his
kind of
ass real
why
bad.
the previous encounter worked out well that you weren't here because they didn't kill anything. So it worked out.
Good.
For some reason. Oh.
Because
Maybe
I
it's
wasn't
not-
there. They didn't kill me.
Speaking of which, I need to, before I forget, because I forget everything, I am going to make sure that that encounter got applied to your XP, because I almost forgot. NPC, no, not NPC, encounter. Alright, so while I'm monkeying with that, I'm also going to pull open some information about Amber Temple. Oh, I gotta make it a stupid... That's the only thing I don't like. It's you can't just put NPCs in the encounter. They gotta be an encounter.
You can't
Alright,
put.
so-
You just can't drag an NPC to the combat tracker
it's gotta
anymore?
be an encounter to go into the XP encounter. XP.
Oh yeah.
You gotta make it an encounter. And
Well, I
it
tell you
was
what,
just-
if I don't DM a 5e game before long, I'm gonna forget all about how to run a game like this.
Well, you might want to and just jump right to 2024, right?
Nah,
No,
stay
not
with
there.
Savage.
No.
Stick with Savage Worlds.
Yeah, Savage Worlds. That's
Yeah,
an idea
I'd-
too. Just stay on.
That's
I like
pretty
Savage
much where I'm at with it.
All right, so Javelda's. What is her? Could she like a 20 20 difficulty on a intelligence check? Is that hard for Javelda? I don't think so. Very high
I don't think
intelligence.
so. Yeah, she
Can,
does.
Can anybody help her? Can
Yeah, all of you
I
guys.
help
I
her?
mean, you guys are all in there too, so I don't think it even requires. Yeah,
Oh,
easy peasy,
don't
right?
have to.
Japanesey. Um, which button am I supposed to be pushing? Okay. So the Amber Temple, and Strahd would have a lot of information available too, especially stuff that he's collected from Cat what Kuzan's tower, what Van Richten's tower. You know where you guys stayed? That Kuzan's tower, the one that made
Mm-hmm.
that made the sword or destroyed the sword. Um, Van Richten stole all of his shit that was up there, all of his books. So he's got all of them. He's like, they're all over there in a pile. I haven't gone through them yet. So you got all his shit. So there, you guys can spend quite a while in here. But he's giving you 24 hours until he's got to kick you out. He's got to be somewhere. He doesn't tell you where though. Secret
So is this
Society
where
of
we're at in the middle of the woods?
yeah yeah you're on the edge of a creek in the middle of the woods
Okay.
inside of Van Richten's portable office. It's like a
So like a
Durnan's.
dimensional pocket.
It's like a Durnan's instant fortress kind of deal.
Cool.
You like see.
So, what happened when the multiple bags of holding go into these interdimensional pocket?
There is probably some kind of rule about that. So, but I think your characters have read the warning label on the bag of holding and left them outside. Maybe. I hope.
Do
Open
not
bag
remove
away
by
from
penalty
face.
of law.
So if you rupture a bag of holding inside of a Durn's instant fortress inside of a domain of dread, what happens? How does that work? You become trapped. Oh, okay.
A new BBG is born.
There's too much shit going on anyways. We don't need to worry about the piddly little bag of holding crap. You left them outside. They pop off your belt. They go whizzz, flying around. So the Amber Temple, a secret society of good aligned wizards built the Amber Temple in the Balanak Mountains more than 2,000 years ago. They needed a vault in which to contain the evil vestiges. Vestiges are meaning remnants of dead malevolent entities. That's what the evil vestiges are. That they had captured and the hoard of forbidden knowledge they had amassed. They dedicated the temple to the God of Secrets, whom they trusted to keep it hidden from the rest of the world until the end of time. Unfortunately, for the wizards, even the will of a god couldn't prevent other evil creatures from learning the temple's location. The wizards were forced to guard the temple themselves to keep the secrets from falling into villainous hands. The evil forces that were imprisoned within the temple eventually corrupted the wizards, turning them against one another. The wizards were dead and gone by the time an archmage named Ixlanthan, I don't know how to say his name, Exthanter, Exethanter, Exthanter,
Exathanter.
Exethanter. Yeah, by the time Exethanter arrived at the temple, he breached the temple wards, spoke to Avesses trapped in amber, and discovered the secret to becoming a lich. And let's see what other information would you find out. So he also has information that Strahd went to the temple seeking immortality, and made some kind of pact that had to be sealed in blood inside the temple. And then when he returned, and then he has also been known to return to the temple several other times, gaining powers from the temple. So he tells you that people who have visited the temple report that they can sense the presence of great evil, and that the vestiges, the dark vestiges that are imprisoned within the temple, will try to corrupt you, offering you secrets and gifts in exchange for the taste of the evil that lurks within their true hearts. Because the vestiges are pure evil. Pure evil.
So, in other words, lots of powerful artifacts that all come with some kind of a real
Yeah,
baggage
so
to 'em. Uh-huh.
Van Richten thinks that that's why even Strahd was attracted to this valley, because of this temple. Like the power that's coming out of it, the evil that's leaching out of this temple is what kind of probably made Strahd like this valley, why he
So
settled
the
here with his
temple
armies.
gives Strahd his power.
No, the temple gave Strahd his power.
Oh, bummer. I was wondering if we could turn the temple into a big crater, then he wouldn't have power anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't draw power from the temple, no.
It was worth a try.
But Van Richten's like, if you want to turn the temple into a crater, though, that sounds like a pretty good idea to me. I don't know, it's all that evil. He doesn't like all the evil.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Esmeralda's not going with you either. They're both like, no, we're not going up there. Let's.
Oh, come on.
Unless you have to have us, you know. Esmeralda will go up there with you, but she doesn't want to go in the temple. She's like,
Chicken.
the temple was designed for 5 PCs and not a bunch of NPCs, and the DM's a lazy motherfucker. So you guys can handle it. Unless one of you guys wants to run her. Bada bing.
Bring it on.
You guys come up with a plan yet?
Von Richten.
So,
Yeah, Van Richten has concepts of a plan. He doesn't have a plan yet.
he's got a couple.
Concepts of-
He's got a couple
Oh.
of unfinished, diagram. I'm working on it. He's like,
But we decided we're killing
but
them.
knowing that we have a sunblade, that is important too. We have to use it at the right time, though. He's like thinking and writing, and John should. He's like, what other items do you know we have? You guys do have access to the, what was it? The Ravenloft, the quests. We should look at our quests. We haven't looked at our quests in a while. And I don't even think Jingo knows the quests that are over there. I made the tarot card into quests, so.
Oh, cool. No,
they're like
I
at
didn't.
the bottom.
Oh, look at there. Quests. Wow, that's a lot of quests.
I know, I like quests.
Yeah, we like collecting
I
them.
like quests. They do. They haven't really finished any.
They don't give no XP, so we skip them.
What's funny is they're like, why? I was like, why aren't there XP for the quest, right? Because it could be, and the Zacasius that did the conversion said that he made the quests just because of convenience for the DM. They're not part of the original book. There's no quests at all. So it's just a convenience thing. So you're not supposed to get XP for quests. Silly wabbit.
See, we still got to go out and take out Isaac.
Why do you think you can't get into Valaki, douches? Stupids. Somebody's in charge now, and it's...
Fiona Walker.
Flaming hand guy.
Or Izek. Maybe it's Izek that's in charge.
Yeah, we got to take his ass out.
He's like, I chop people's heads off. What's up, Mandy? How are you?
Sparkles.
I see you, Weed. Sorry, I didn't say hey. What's up, Tim? We are kind of in a roleplay little funk at the moment, right? Quests? We were looking at the quests. We wanted to talk about the quests. We were going down. Which quest were we talking about?
The tarot cards.
cards.
The Taroka.
Yeah, you got
High card. Strahd's enemy card. What is that one?
Dragon's House in the hands once clean and now corrupted. All right, so you have been to the Dragon's House in the hands once clean and corrupted. So you do know where the Tome of Strahd is at, but you have to help the Knights of the Silver Dragon get the skull out of the castle and put it back, and then you guys can get that if you want it, right? If you think you need it.
Which one? Which one was that?
This is Avenger card, one of swords. And then
Yeah, it's a Tome of Strahd. That's a Tome of Strahd, so we gotta get the dragon's head. Then, clue, party has seen elves. Well, we've seen an elf recently. Right?
Yeah, that
The
one you
shadow elf
know.
showed up?
That one you know that you have to go. You've already met Casimir Velikov, the Dark Elf, or Dusk Elf. Sorry.
Yeah.
And he says he will go with you to the Amber Temple, and then if you help him with his quest to the Amber Temple, which is to free his sister somehow from the castle, he will give you the holy symbol of Ravenloft, which
Holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Ravenkind, yes.
Ravenkind.
And did I share that with you? There.
That was the image of.
I think you guys should see it.
Casimir
I think you guys should
himself.
drool over it, right? Like,
Yeah. Worth 50,000 gold pieces.
we could sell it to Strahd, but holds vampire. You know, you're gonna be fighting vampires, and it makes sunlight.
Oh, it makes sunlight? Man, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, he's
Shed
gonna
bright
give it
light.
to us if we help him with. Well, what is his quest?
His quest is he wants to go to the Amber Temple and find a way to free his sister.
And these are Dusk Elves who are supposedly all dead by Ravin, who killed all the Dusk
No.
Elves.
He only killed the female Dusk Elves.
Okay.
So they couldn't reproduce.
But yeah, so he ended their and
He
these
ended his
Dusk
own
Elves,
people's lineage.
yes,
Yeah.
and they've been alive for like another 400 years after that or whatever. And Rahadin has been serving Strahd up in his castle. So no, this Dusk Elf does not have an affinity for Rahadin or Strahd. So you know what I mean. But he's not out to. That's not his goal. Is to go kill Strahd. He's like, I want to free my sister, who Strahd has captured in the castle.
So that's two things we got to do.
In the castle or in the
Amber-
Amber Temple?
Amber Temple.
In the castle.
But he wants to go to the Amber Temple to get
To get something to free her,
Something.
I'd imagine.
yeah.
You want to
Yeah, you guys-
beseech the dark. He wants to beseech the dark powers.
You guys didn't like hang out with him long enough to get the exact, all of the information yet. You gotta
Well,
do a
let's
little
go
more.
find him and get all that information. Because
Are you
did
guys
you
ready
just say
to-
beseeching the dark powers?
If he's ready to go to the Amber Temple when you guys are. He's
I
waiting.
think-
We're not ready.
I think that's why he wants to go there. Is he wants to ask the dark powers for help. I'm not sure that's a good idea. But
He wants
But
to
he's
see
got
if
a
the
really
dark
nice
powers
shiny
have
thing.
an
I'm not going
ability
to
to
stop him from doing it.
He
You know
thinks
what?
it's a
Everything
great
in this
idea.
land's a little backwards anyway, isn't it? I mean, you got a celestial running a monastery full of, I don't know what the hell is up there.
Dr. Monroe's Island. It's just
Dr. Morosa. Yeah.
Right?
It's exactly what it was based off of.
I mean, you got a vampire that lives in a land of darkness, and the only churches in this whole land are churches to the Morning Lord.
Well, the churches were here before the vampire took over.
Right, but this whole thing is just, Grim is just shaking his head, and you almost see him kind of twitch like he just fried a few more brain cells or something. Speaking of which.
There's also Irina, right? That you guys just kind of, oh, okay, see you, bye. Do you guys remember
She went home, didn't
Irina? No, no.
Oh, they took her.
Strahd took her.
Oh yeah, that's right. And that guy was making little dolls of her.
Isaac. Oh no, Isaac was collecting the dolls.
Right.
It was
Toy guy. Blinsky.
Blinsky.
It's no fun. It's no Blinsky.
I was waiting. I knew you were gonna do it, Chico. You're good at it. You're good at it. It's no fun. It's no Blinsky. He was making the dolls. That's who's got Van Richten's monkey. That's Van Richten's monkey.
Right.
Is that an innuendo?
Mm-hmm. All right, so the holy symbol of the Ravenkind would be nice. What was the other deal? Oh, the person that's going to help you. You already found him. You got him. You completed a quest. Level up? No, you guys just leveled up. This one. Look to the great heights. Find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby. That's a clue on how to defeat Strahd, right there, baby.
Yeah, I remember something about beating heart of the castle.
Have we been in the castle? We went to dinner there, didn't we?
Yeah.
You had an illusionary
Well-
dinner that you left rapidly from, I think.
Yeah,
You
'cause
never
Strahd
actually
was just
had-
jerking our chain.
You never actually waited till Strahd woke up and had dinner with him.
Well, we're gonna go back for dinner now. How's that? We go back and we'll get the dragon's head while we're there. Yeah.
Well, you think he's just going to be like, sure, come on in now. You're invited again.
Well, we're gonna bring him some gift of some kind.
We're not vampires.
like-
We don't have to be invited.
It's going to
what
be
I was
like,
gonna say.
Yeah.
hi, we're here to decorate in the South Library.
We've come to look at your tapestries.
The decorating committee has returned.
What do we do? Yazoo's, we're trying to get
Yazoo's party planning something or another.
It was for the wedding. We were there setting up for the wedding. We were the caterers. That's what it was. That's how we got in the second time. Was we said we were caterers because he's planning a wedding.
Because
Just
everybody
started-
wants a gnome to cater their wedding dinner.
Guess who he's planning on marrying? Irina.
Uh-huh. What about that undead lady up there? Or not the Franken woman?
Yeah.
What do you think he's gonna do when he gets over there and the abbot's like, here you go? What do you think Strahd's gonna do? I mean, it doesn't say in the book, right? It just leaves it like hanging there. But I mean, hello, this guy's gonna piss Strahd off pretty bad, I would think. Right?
Well, I don't often tell us if they just leave it hanging. Then it's up to you. It's your imagination, Drake. What is Strahd gonna do when he gets there?
I think they're gonna have a fight. What do you guys think?
I think he's gonna let us go.
I think it would be a good time for you guys to like try to kill Strahd.
Oh, you
When
mean
he's fighting the
outside
abbot,
his castle?
Right?
I never
Yeah.
thought about fighting him outside the castle.
With a celestial on our side, that seems pretty good.
Right. Well, maybe not on your side, but not with Strahd.
Yeah.
Fighting against Strahd.
Because no, with Strahd beating on him, he may help, right? He may defend himself at least
Right.
a little bit. He may not help you guys, but he does. His goal is to help Strahd, right? To make the whole place happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, if he sides with Strahd in that fight, that could be
Yeah.
really bad.
Tries to make Strahd
Right?
try
Like
to
turns on you
smooth
guys.
things over, turning on us. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a risk of the DM pulling that shit too, right?
There's also a risk of taking this Dusk Elf with us into the castle. He wants
He
to
doesn't want to
accompany
go
us
into
into
the
the castle,
castle.
right?
No, he doesn't
Oh,
care if he goes to
just
the
the
castle.
Amber Temple.
He
Yeah.
wants
He just
to
wants.
have
To,
the
okay.
temple.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, anybody driven by their own motivations is something that could always come in conflict with our.
Yeah, like
Motivation.
Grimfoot. He's got a date with that other dark elf.
Oh,
What? Rahadin?
Yeah, that
the
guy.
dude,
Oh yeah.
Rahadin, that bastard. Yeah. Matter of fact, Grimfoot really doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't care one way or another about Strahd. He just doesn't like that. He's got a. If he was a Sioux of the Sioux tribes, the Sioux nation, he'd try to count coup on the old boy because he's such a warrior. That's what Grim wants, is to challenge this other warrior. Right now, he just killed Grim. Grim doesn't know that. He's stupid. Big dumb guy. Yeah. This is my character that's got an 8 intelligence. Thumpstead.
The image that you guys had was this one. We could turn the little effect off too, right there. Make it nice. That's the look to great heights, find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby. So that means that this is where Strahd is going to be his most vulnerable inside of his castle. But he's also going to be his most powerful.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can get that. So lair actions, but weaker.
Is that what Grimfoot says?
No, that's not what Grimfoot says.
No, this is
Grimfoot
what
doesn't-
Grimfoot
he doesn't care about
knows.
Strahd.
Well, the character knows is a different story, right? This is what Grimfoot knows right now. Is this is a place where Strahd is vulnerable, but at his strongest.
Where is Robin vulnerable? Rahadin.
Digested,
heart.
digested in your stomach a week ahead of time. Whatever, right? That's not the plan. Rahadin needs to be disposed of, or left, or imprisoned, or he says Van Richten hasn't come up with a plan for that guy yet. So he'll leave that up to you guys if you want. That guy's creepy.
So Van Richten, can I question him about Rahadin? Does he know anything about him?
He probably
Anything-
knows a lot.
Oh, does he? Okay.
But I think you guys know everything that you need to know about him.
I just need to know if he has any magic. Is there any magic we should be aware of? Can he fly?
Yeah.
Can he?
He's very. He could almost turn into a shadow.
Okay, so it's all right.
Yeah, he can kind of float around, shadowy. He appears from the dark, right? Van Richten doesn't, have a copy of his spellbook or anything, so he doesn't know any of that. Rodden is a very deadly bodyguard, is basically what he is for Strahd. He's a chambermaid, but Chamberlain, not chambermaid. He's the potty
He's a
boy.
chambermaid.
for a vampire, so he hasn't done anything in thousands of years because vampires don't poop. Okay, cobwebs in the chamber pot.
There's also this quest that says take out Isaac. I mean, do we even know what kind of food he likes?
Maybe it just means go dancing.
He likes his
Yeah, that's true.
Bowling.
he likes
maybe?
his food charred. You could tell that
No,
about
take
him. You
out
could tell
take
that.
out Isaac. You have to tell them how you want him prepared.
Oh, is that what it is? I figured Javelda could take him out.
Oh yeah, me and him. Imagine what the children would look like.
Trade for dream pastries. We won't be doing any of that.
Oh yeah, we could go back to the windmill. That's
There
Yeah,
are
we owe them bitches.
free
there
those
are
kids.
a couple of old ladies over there that make a wonderful pie.
We have
We gotta
just
go
kind of
free the
left
kids.
those kids there.
Yeah.
No, you took one.
We
You got one of
yeah,
them.
we took the little boy.
That's true.
We rescued him.
The ones
Was
up
that
in the
enough to give us
cage, you were like,
XP?
well, whatever. What is what enough to give you XP?
Just the boy. That's all we rescued. Just that one boy. Just enough to complete the quest. Yeah.
The
Socks and boots.
the amount of children you've eaten since then, though, right? It's kind of nervousing.
Don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm wondering what we're up to. Well, I think. What do you guys want to do?
Well, it's either go to the Amber Temple, which I'm all for, or go get that skull out of Strahd's castle. Commando raid.
We also know that I don't think you told Van Richten this, and maybe you didn't tell him it on purpose, but you also know that there is a very powerful archmage that is here as well that needs your help. His name is Mordekainen.
He nuts though.
Well, that's why he needs your help.
Yeah, we need one more level before we can cast Greater Restoration.
Oh.
So
What level do you have to
Right.
be to cast Greater Restoration?
I need to be level 9, and then I can cast it.
Well,
Wonder if we
what
can
level
share a cleric.
does another cleric
Von-
of 9th level need to be to cast Greater Restoration?
Yeah, I don't know
What
if I want Van Richten involved.
Von
That's what I
Richten
said.
can do it.
Van Richten is a cleric of high enough level.
He can make a scroll.
He could.
Oh, there you go.
Could make a scroll and you can try to do it.
There you go.
No, I don't think you can make a scroll if it's not on your spell list. If you're not high enough level, I don't think you can make the scroll.
No,
Oh, you have to be
Richten
high
can
enough.
Make the
Yeah,
scroll.
definitely, but I don't think
Ross can
Ross
read it.
could make it and then use it.
Right.
Ross can use the one Van Richten
Sure.
makes, but
Yeah.
there's a chance that it will fail.
It's only like
Slight chance because
10%.
one level off.
Is it 5 or
Yeah.
10%? It's not a lot. Yeah. How long does it take to make a scroll? Like 24 hours would be enough. Let's see. That's like deep research that I'm lazy. I'm not looking it up. I gotta move my arm. I don't know.
Oh, you got to use both arms. Oh my God. Let's see.
Google.
Okay, Google that shit.
How long does it take to make a scroll in 5e?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just too lazy to reach and type. I say 24 hours and we're golden. You just got to get Van
You spend a
Richten
spell slot for
after his meeting or something.
level.
I don't know. Fifth level spell slot. Ba-ching. Ritual, 10 minutes. be making damn scrolls all the time. Those things get nice.
It looks like it's similar to, it's the same as copy it into a spell book. But instead of copying it into your spell book, you're copying it into. So it will be 2 hours per level.
So 10 hours.
10 hours. Good lord.
So it might as well be 24 that I guessed, right? That's close. Because 10, 24. It's either
But it's
one or more.
Completely clear. And I don't think it was like Crawford, from the mouth of Crawford. So
What happens now is from the mouth of what used to be Crawford or from the mouth of the new guy? Is there a new guy? Did they get a new guy? Is there somebody else is
The
doing the
FNG.
Sage Advice. Was it Sage Advice? Was that the name of it?
Yeah.
I think somebody else is doing that. Mike Merles, maybe. Did I hear that? Is that possible?
Didn't I just hear Hasbro was selling off WotC, I think? Am I
Selling it to
dead,
the
or-
lowest bidder?
I know there were a lot of people laid off over there at Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
Well, the VTT
Wouldn't
guy.
surprise me.
The VTT,
There are a
they
number of RPG companies that would love to have that property.
You
The
think we could pull some
VTT,
money and buy it ourselves?
got finished, I guess. They're like, yeah,
Well,
we got it as far as we were going
I
to
know
I'll
a
talk
guy
to
that works at
Uncle
the World
Elon and-
Bank. That's where they keep all the money.
I can sneak up onto the trade floors and see what I can work out. Go into the trading room. I go into the 24-hour trading room and do some overseas stuff.
I never even had the
I wouldn't have a clue
inclination
what they
that
do
I
at the
even
World
want to.
Bank.
I've walked past it. Bill pointed to the building.
We give money to countries. It's
Oh,
just
yes?
like a bank. Just like a bank, but it's for countries and not people.
So we give money to countries that we borrowed from China? Is that what we're doing? I don't see how this works. I don't. Confused.
We can have Elon Musk explain it to you, but that wouldn't help.
I don't
World
understand
Bank
him,
is
man. I
not
don't
a-
understand that guy.
It's not a U.S.
He's on a different level.
entity.
He's got to be like,
Okay.
over in that side field of a genius savant, right?
Super
I
intellectual.
don't
so
think
much.
he is. He's a venture capitalist. He uses his money to invest in companies that already exist. All of the companies that he owns already existed before he came along.
Sure, yeah.
He hasn't invented anything. He's good with money.
That's why I
But
can't
he's not
understand
an
him.
inventor.
He's just always like trying to confuse you, thinking he's smart, but he's just.
Oh, I won't say he's dumb, but you don't get where he is by being dumb.
True.
All right, so you guys also don't forget that you have access to the Ravens, so they can help you. They're very good, spies and watching this and watching that. Because if Strahd finds out that you guys are plotting against him, what do you think's going to happen? He's going to start coming after you. He's going to start sending his minions after you. He is a pretty powerful necromancer, so. And you notice that he has some kind of control over the land. He even tells you that. I am the land. I am ancient. And according to Van Richten, he has a lot of control over things in the castle. So if you're going to test your mettle with him, he'd be weaker outside of the castle, but you can't kill him.
You could beat him down and then take him in the castle and kill him.
Don't we need to get him that picture, that big beating heart?
Yeah, that's what Van Richten thinks is he's gotta be killed, and the heart of the castle has to be killed at the same time. Somehow you gotta lure him and kill him in that where that heart's at the same time.
Easy peasy.
We'll make a trail of candy into that room.
Freaking Reese's peanut butter cups has not been to Barovia. He's gonna be like, Strahd found home.
According to Xanathar's, creating a 5th level spell scroll takes 4 weeks.
What?
Okay, so but an artificer can make something that fast. It makes absolutely 0 sense. Yeah.
Artificer is
Just
Artificer
telling you.
is canon now of OP. It's just OP. They're just OP. You might as well be the Ultimus class. Ooh, am I showing my age there? The Ultimus class.
Ultima Online.
No, Gary Gygax came out with the Ultimus class. Like 2nd edition. He had 9. First level, you
I
could
don't
cast a
remember.
9th level spell. It was redonkulous.
What?
Yeah. You just cast 1, but
It's probably all you need.
I don't remember all the
First
details because
level?
I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Wish. Yeah, all I do is cast Wish.
Right? Yeah. All right. So, what do we need to do? We got to come up with a plan. Van Richten's got some of the plan. He's got some of the information. You guys want to go to the Amber Temple? He's like, go ahead. I'm gonna go. I got a thing tomorrow. I'm gonna go get the thing, and then I'm gonna go over
Well,
there, and then I'll meet you back. Where do you want to meet? 2 days? 3
We gotta-
days?
we got to get the sword done before we go to the Amber Temple. He did say that.
So
should
we
take
need.
the sword with you.
So you
to
got
the
to
Amber
tell him about it. Van Richten knows about the sword, right? Did you tell him?
Right.
Does he know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We asked him about the sword.
Well, then,
So
does he
you-
know about Mordenkainen?
So you get the sword made. All right. So the sword's going to take you. Well, shit. Van Richten can't do it. How long does it take to make a sword of a sunblade? Google that. How long to make a sunblade? If it takes 4 weeks for a 5th level spell scroll, I wonder how long the sunblade's going to take. No, it's
It
like
says 5 minutes.
So here's the problem. You guys need
For an artificer.
a bone that's less than 24 hours old, and I don't know if you got one.
Oh, we had
Well,
one, but
I
because
know.
it had to be a werewolf bone, right, or something like that.
No, it
No,
just has
just a
to.
bone.
This has to be a
Oh.
bone.
Well, we could cut off Esmeralda's other leg.
She's-
And if it's a bone, the hand has 10,000 bones. We can just chop off a pinky. And there you go. The end of a pinky, you got a bone.
Ooh, who wants to donate their?
You gonna give up your
Pinky.
pinky? I need all of mine for spell casting.
Oh, we could just kill an animal.
Who wants
Yeah,
to
I was
use
gonna say,
their?
Drink
do
a
I,
healing
Viola.
potion. Boom,
Who
you're
wants
done.
to use a pinky length sunblade? Raise your hand.
You're using the bone for the blade.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
a pretty
yeah.
big bone.
that's
Oh,
why I said it needs
But
to
the
be
sun
of,
blade is like a
of
lightsaber.
decent
It comes
length,
out.
right? It does.
But she
It
prefers
comes
to be
out-
called big boned.
It comes out of the bone that's used in the ritual that needs to be of significant size to qualify. Like a foot. Like a foot bone.
Maybe
Like
maybe
a
Van
foot
Richten
long.
will donate his tiger. Can we use the tiger bone? Because that
How about
seems like it would be really long.
How about one of his saber tooths?
Oh, there you go.
He's like,
Tooth is not a bone.
I tell you what, in the morning I'll let you dig a bone out of Diego's shit. I'm sure there's some Vistani bones in there you can use.
Some Vistani bones.
Esmeralda's like,
We could go.
I think
visit
that's
the
my
hags.
brother's collarbone.
We could go visit the hags. I bet they got some bones that they haven't ground into
I mean,
flour.
I was kind of joking that you guys can't get a bone. I mean, you guys can get a bone easy. I just wanted to point out that the other bone that you had is old and you got to get a new bone. But if your goal is to get the sword completed and go to the Amber
We got-
Temple,
We got to fix Mordenkainen's head, get the sword fixed, because he's the one that gets the sword fixed, right?
no, Van Richten can do it.
I am so lost. Okay, man.
Van
Van
Richten
Richten.
can do it. And Van
I don't know
Richten
what
can
the-
also fix Mordekainen.
Yeah, I don't know what we need.
But
with
Van
him
Richten
anymore.
doesn't know he's here. You haven't told him that.
Wonder if he knows Mordecai.
I don't see them
Does
running
he, Weed
around at the
Whacker?
same freaking golf club. Right?
What
But
did
they
you know?
did have the same goal to come here and kill Strahd, so maybe they were in on
Right.
it together. Maybe they're an adventuring party that got separated, and you would just be reuniting them.
Possible.
It would be nice to have Mordekainen, Van Richten, Esmeralda, and all you guys just go to the castle right now and fight Strahd. Just screw the Amber Temple.
Let's go.
I don't think so.
Okay, let's not go.
Are we
So you
we're
need-
also supposed to.
So
to
the
get
only thing you're
dragon
not going to
sword.
have is the holy symbol of Ravenkind, which is pretty
Or the
baller.
sword. If we went
No,
right
you-
now, we wouldn't have the sword in.
Well, you could. I don't mean right now. You could get the sword made and go do it, right?
But weren't we
You don't have
supposed
to go to
get
the Amber Temple.
The dragon skull and bring it back to the temple to
Get the
help-
tome.
get their help
Get their
Get the
help
tome
to
of
do what?
vampires.
with taking out Strahd.
They're not going to attack Strahd and take him out. No, he told
The
you
dragon.
no way is he going to try to let Strahd be killed. This is Strahd's punishment. This is why
Right,
He'll
right,
help
right.
you.
But
he'll help you punish Strahd. He'll help you make Strahd
thought it-
suffer, but he's not going to kill Strahd.
I thought if we brought the dragon skull back to that temple, it would reverse everything and it would no longer would be an evil place.
Yeah, well, you don't know it will bring holy light to the silver. It probably.
Right.
It might send them beyond, right? But yeah, that's a thought too, right? You could. The Amber Temple, there is abilities to be gained up there, should we say? And that's kind of
If you want to deal with the devil,
that's kind of what's left.
Well then,
let's do it.
Unless you want to go try to. So maybe you want to go get the sword and then go right to the Amber Temple. Worry about Mordekainen later. And who cares about the wedding dress, right?
Yeah,
You get a
Yeah, that
quest
would
for a
work.
I
wedding
think so.
dress.
That's not going to
Oh,
work
what's-
anyway.
So the Amber Temple, I mean, a couple of days. Van Richten thinks it's going to take you to get up there, get in there, get out, get back, and he's like, "Where do you want me to meet you?" Because I'm not sticking. Van Richten's hiding, right? If Strahd finds out Van Richten's here, freaking
Can he?
Van Richten's going to get killed pretty fast if he's caught, right? So Van Richten's going to be hiding somewhere.
Well, why don't we meet back at your tower?
Or killing some Vistani somewhere.
it's not his tower.
But it's called his tower, right?
It's on the map that way. I'd like it that way. Like in 2 days, Van Richten's tower in 2 days? Is that the idea? He'll
Sure.
meet you there.
Yeah.
He'll check in. Like he'll check.
I mean, isn't that pretty close anyway? Like when we, yeah, like when we come back from the Amber Temple, theoretically,
It's a good
that's
spot.
fairly close. Unless we
So-
TPK up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're high enough level now.
All right. So do you have a Sunblade? Is that coded on your character sheet?
No. Just a great
Inventory.
sword.
Is it ID'd? What's going on? Where's it at? I look on your character sheet. Sunsword Bright Blade. It looks like it's all ID'd.
Item Sunsword. And the spells. I don't have it. Spells, potions.
You have it
Inventory.
attuned. So on your actions tab, what do you maybe you don't have it equipped? I didn't look. No, you gotta carry it. All right.
No,
Why
it's
don't
carried. Equip it. Yeah, I see.
you equipped is E? Okay. And now look on your actions tab. There it is, right there.
Yep,
Bright Blade.
Hello, Sambarchi.
All right, so indeed, this Sunblade now has a little bit more peppier talk than Marvin or whatever his name was, right? Remember?
I'm going to kill you with my ray gun.
Yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide. Marvin, the paranoid android from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Oh, that Marvin.
That's his voice, you know. I got it saved even. It won't work. So now that the sword is going to be used and you're going to be benefiting from it, you are now required that you have to actually have moments of roleplay with this thing.
Oh.
It is a weapon
It
of
likes to talk.
intelligence of an 11 and a wisdom of 17. It has a high charisma of 16 as well, too. Hearing and normal vision out to a range of 60 feet. It can communicate by transmitting emotions to the creatures carrying or wielding it. It also rarely speaks common and talks like Marvin, the paranoid android. So,
So we
but the
both-
sword's special purpose is to destroy Strahd. Not so much because it wants to free the land of Barovia from evil, but it wants to revenge for the loss of its crystal blade. The weapon secretly fears its own destruction. So, it's mad at Strahd for breaking it. So it's like, you broke me. I hate you.
So we've both got a charisma of 16, so we'll be complimenting each other a lot.
Oh, did you see how your smile looked at my blade? No. Oh, that's where it says. That's where it talks about. The sword is a unique blade once possessed by Strahd's brother, Sergei von Zarovich. Its original form it had a platinum hilt and a guard and a thin crystal blade as strong as steel. Strahd employed a powerful wizard named Kazan to destroy the weapon after Sergei's death. The first part of the process required the hilt and blade to be separated, which Kazan accomplished. While Kazan was busying himself destroying the blade, his apprentice stole the hilt and fled. Kazan later located his apprentice's mutilated corpse in the woods, but the hilt was nowhere to be found. To avoid the vampire's wrath, Kazan told Strahd that the entire weapon had been destroyed. So the hilt, which is sentient, knows that it can be united with the crystal blade and then will gain the properties of a sunblade. So, +2 to attack with it, and it does radiant damage. But
So how
and
would
it does some
telling
light.
him it got destroyed make Strahd less angry than, hey, it broke and we could just possibly find it?
Do what?
Strahd told him to destroy it, and he wasn't able to and lied.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, because the other guy stole it. So they thought Strahd, he lied to Strahd, so Strahd's been either knew he lied and
Eat him.
didn't care, or he's been thinking it's destroyed this whole time. And the whole like go find the blade and all that the ghoul that was I added all that. That wasn't part of it, but technically when you found the hilt, you would have had a sunblade the whole time. So I'm just saying. According to the module, I'm like, yeah, I don't think so.
Handing a sunblade to a third level character.
Here you go.
There you go.
Hey, let's
Well,
go to dinner with Strahd. Let's go see what happens with this thing, right? I mean, how long is that thing gonna last, right? I wasn't worried about what you guys would do with it. I was worried about how easily it would be for Strahd to get it from you at third level. And then you don't have it no more. So Amber Temple? You guys want to head up there? You guys got
Yeah.
cold weather gear, you got rations, you got
I was gonna
I don't
ask
Like
I don't want to know.
Van
Oh
Rick
shit, I
up in
forgot.
there
You're gonna die
if
you
he
don't
had
have
any cold
ration.
gear he could like borrow us.
You guys can buy cold weather gear.
We already have it.
Yeah, I
Most
think
of you,
everyone
yeah,
has
Javelda, Javelda would have it for sure. If Manicure didn't put it on his sheet, I think he probably did though. Cold weather.
I do have it. So all right, we're good then.
Now, for role playing purposes, it's still minus 10 degrees, right? It's gonna be cold.
it's perfect.
Well, for a winter Goliath, yeah.
The Winter Warlock.
All right, so Esmeralda,
I'm
do you guys
Mr.
want her
White Christmas.
to travel with you to the Amber Temple?
she's not. You said she wouldn't come in with us, right?
No, she's
Or
not
was
going to
that
go
just
inside the temple. No, unless you guys, role play her and run her, then I might allow it. But if you want me to run her, I'll be glad to, all the way up until the temple. Tagging along.
I really don't need her on my pets tab because I'm not gonna run her.
No.
I'm good
But I
either
don't
way.
want to get
Okay.
rid of the Mongolian ash gerbil. I'm kind of partial to the Mongolian ash gerbil.
And if she's not there, she can't die. And she can be used later. Right? So
That's
I
true.
mean, you could kind of save her for later, right? You know what I mean? If you guys want to take her with you to the castle or whatever. She's a pretty good fighter. She's 100 hit points and she's got some spells. She's got some weapons. She's as equal to you guys right now. She's 9th level, so.
She's got sexy shoes.
Van Richten's 9th level right now, too. So you guys are all about equal. Well, you guys are 8th, right? Yeah. But I think an 8th level player character is a little more powerful than an 8th level NPC. You know what I mean? Well, these guys are kind of buffed up, though, a little bit. when they get handy. All right, so traveling up to the Amber Temple, you guys got to climb up the side of Mount Gacus. Gacus. And you guys get to go up the great and wonderful, aka known the
Penis
Talinska Pass, also known as the Drippy Penis Pass. The Drippy Penis Pass. I don't think the artist realized that this little switchback looks like a penis.
Yeah, I didn't realize it till you guys pointed it out, so thanks for that.
Now you'll never not see it.
What has
But-
been seen cannot be unseen.
Yep.
But if you look at the big picture here, the red trail, that's a witch's face from the side, you see. But
her
she's got a
nose.
dick
It's
for
her
a
nose.
nose.
Yeah,
She's a
she's
dick
got a
nose.
penis nose. A penis. All right, so the general idea of going up this pass, though, is the Tolitska. Is this it? Is this it? Let's see if there's any. So each square is a quarter mile. And you guys got a lot of quarter miles to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So
What was this?
that's
Greg?
fourth. That's Argangurvergostalt.
Argangostal. Okay.
Yeah. That's where the dragon that protected the temple that you're going to lived. Argonost. The road curved and climbed, making a lengthy switchback into the edge of Mount Gacus. The air grows colder, not warmer, and patches of snow become more frequent until they are unbroken. Taliska Pass is a gravel road that hugs Mount Gacus, climbing to great heights. The road starts at the Raven River crossroads and then travels 7 miles to a gatehouse and guard tower, as well as a stone bridge. So, I mean, it wouldn't be hard to know that information. The stone bridge spans over the Lunar River. So they're talking about... oh, yeah. And when you guys get up there, you guys can see... maybe... the DM's got a cool image for you guys.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
So,
Yeah.
because
Very
I'm too
3D.
lazy to go find the winter button. I'm doing it by mouth. The shelf of rock on which the mountain road clings grows narrow. To your left, the city cliffs rise sharply towards dark rolling clouds. To your right, the ground falls away into a sea of fog. Ahead, through the wind and snow, you see a high wall of black stone lined with spikes and topped by statues of demonic vultures with horned heads. Set in the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis, which burns a curtain of green flame. Oh, behind which burns a curtain of green flame. On the other side of the dark
Green
wall, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone topped by golden statues of mighty warriors. The gatehouse is 30 feet high. The adjoining walls are 20 feet high, lined with stone spikes. If you guys want to climb over it, you gotta let me know. Because there's some stuff right here I gotta read.
So this is the Amber Temple.
Nope, I'm staying on the trail.
No, this is
Oh,
a gatehouse. The temple is
yep.
still way up the mountain.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is I'm not climbing over that. I'm way too short.
Let's just go knock.
So let's get closer and have a look.
So I'm gonna fly the closet up and see if there's any creatures on the battlements.
Baby Grimfoot.
There are on the battlements.
Just statues.
Grimfoot acts like he's kind of scared of that thing. Whatever.
All right, let's.
Kenna gets it out.
We kind of get to do one of these things, right? I get to put you guys over here. Oh, is there line of sight on this thing? Let's see. Line of sight is turned on. Lighting is turned on. I don't think it's too dark that you guys can't see. I'm gonna turn lighting. Huh. I'll leave it on for now, and then I'm gonna push this to you guys. Share. Share. What happened to the closet? Did it get deleted? Oh, baby Grimfoot. Oh, there he is. He's on. He's just little.
Still on the combat tracker.
Did you mean to share that with me?
My
'Cause
Benny
that-
hasn't seen it yet.
Well, I saw something that looked like a baby Grimfoot. So does he look like this, or does he really look like baby Grimfoot?
It's the Discord chat.
Oh, that was in Discord chat. That's where it was, that picture.
All right, so Esmeralda's not here, right? Take her out of the combat tracker.
Right. We left her with Van Richten, I guess.
We'll move
Wow.
them later.
You left them on their own accords. Van Richten doesn't want her around him much. Van
Because
Richten
she's
doesn't want
Vistani?
anyone around him. No, it's not because she's Vistani. It's because he thinks she's going to get killed.
She was his mentor, right?
Yeah.
We never did ask him about that relationship.
And no tiger. Baby Gripfoot's still in there. Alright, and do I got the tokens locked? Okay. Move your tokens around so you can see a little bit. Alright, so you got the mountains on the left going up and the slopes on the right going down. And you guys are on this road as you approach this gatehouse. Did it get stuck? Looked like you got a booger off.
Got booger what?
All right, so you're gonna send the closet up, flying up to the guard tower. Is that what you said, or to the
And
posts?
how it looks like, according to the
It's
side view, that it's 30 feet high. So he's going to go about 70 feet high, fly over, and I'm going to watch until like he's 100 feet away, and then he's going to fly over and then come back way up high just to see if there's any movement or any creatures down below on the battlement.
And he's got a 7 intelligence, right? Is that what we said? Yeah. Just seeing how smart he would be to see stuff and spot stuff. You know what I mean? Unless you look through his eyes or anything. Can you look through his eyes? I think you can at some
His
point, right?
passive perception is 10, and I am looking through his eyes until he gets to 100 feet away.
And how
I'll be able to
close
see
are?
him.
Oh, where are you? Let's see, what are we talking about? 45. So you guys are like 60-ish feet. So I think you can see the top of this tower through his eyes. Through his eyes. So there is it's a 10-foot
And he is
tall,
invisible.
gold-plated statue. He is kind of having a hard time though flying. It's pretty windy. It's like, he's like, and it's cold as shit. Is he immune to cold or anything? He got cold weather gear on him. He's gonna turn into an ice cube.
Yes. Well, he's resistant to cold.
Well, that helps. 10-foot tall, gold-plated statues stand atop the battlements facing outward. Each one depicts a female human knight holding a lance. And in the cold wind that's blowing around, like there's snow and stuff swirling around, under which you see human skeletons clad in rusty mail on top of the guard tower. And give me a perception check from your little buddy. Ooh, the roof of the the roof of the tower is 40 feet high, but it's also 540 feet above the Misty Valley floor below. So it's like right at that, like all the way down. Like,
We'll just push it.
all right, and he also spots that there is a wooden trap door in the floor, on the top up there to go into the tower. Like a trapdoor hatch, a door.
Right.
Also on top of that, when he flies over, why is this little section blacked out? Hold on, I gotta fix line of sight. Who did this? Probably just
This
to hide
thing?
this.
Well, what
Yeah,
is?
hold
Oh,
on, let me
no.
delete line of sight.
Well, it's something on the
give me
something on
my-
the map because it's yellow around it.
Where is the? Oh, I know how to use fancy ground. I'm sure I do. I know I do. Why isn't it letting me click on the line of sight? Oh, we gotta unlock the map first. Oh, the map is unlocked. Wait, I can delete line of sight on a map, right? I know I can.
You can turn it off.
You should just be able to turn it off.
Well, I don't want all the line of sight off. I only want some of it off to show you guys something.
Oh.
But why
Yes.
isn't it?
Well, unlock the map, go to line of sight, and it'll show you where all the occluders are.
And then if you click on an occluder, which is not letting me click on, that's what I'm saying. I can't.
Because
click
it's
on
locked.
I can't even. It's not locked.
The map is
it's
locked.
Unlocked. I'm looking at it. Unlocked. Is it because it's a module now or something? Like it's an adventure?
I don't know, Drake. That's
Oh, it'll say read only if we can't get to it. Oh, it made it a freaking. Decided now to do.
Oh, Sabarchi from chat saves the night. Duh, the little layer is locked. Duh.
there we go.
Totally true. Totally what it is. Totally. Okay. There you go. All right. So this area over here where the arrow is what I'm talking about. The top of the portcullises, right? He flew over the top, so you can see the statues up there. They look like demons. I don't know. Does he know what? He's a demon? Is he a demon? Your little closet?
It's a devil.
He is
isn't he?
a fiend, a demon shape changer.
Demon?
So yes.
So he's like, those look like my cousins. They're the Rock brothers. Yeah, I mean, They look pretty hard though. You know, they're statues.
Right. So like I will repeat. Have him come back and I will repeat what he saw. To the rest of the party.
All right. Sounds like there's no threats, right? Let's move up.
It's
I
safe.
didn't see
It
any.
sounds like
All right.
Unless
The
the
DM
statues
unlocked their tokens.
animate.
Is it safe? What do we do? Who's going
Have
first?
we
got a
run into
post.
animating statues before?
In
If we
Barovia?
haven't, then I don't see why. Yeah, have we? If we haven't, then I don't see why these would be any different.
I can't think of any animated armor you were buddies with. Right, hold on. Where are you going there? There's a portcullis there, Kimasabi. Do you need to see the picture again?
no.
It's like a big green
the picture.
flame. You just wandering right. I can
Green
move
flame.
through portcullises.
Can we see?
All right.
Any,
Well,
like...
unfortunately for you guys, when you get within 10 feet of the portcullis,
Where you going, Ross?
Nowhere. Why?
as soon as possible would be right now if you need to, because we're finishing up. I just caught part of that. Curtain of green flame.
Green
nice.
flame.
When you guys get close to the portcullises, they go toot, 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 shrieks with the sound of metal on metal and rises on its own. But the green stuff stays lit and glowing and shining
That's
down
perfect.
upon the entranceway. As you think these statues above you might be looking at you, but they haven't turned or moved.
Well, that's a good sign.
Where's
You
the sun?
You're going to step into the green light? Step into the light,
Oh.
Marianne. What? Carrie Ann?
Don't go into the light.
What was her name?
Don't
Green.
go.
Poltergeist?
Carry it.
Green light is usually bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, it's
bad.
flame, right? Do we have something flammable, like a torch? I have a bunch of torches. I want to put a torch into the green flame.
Is there
To see
heat
if it-
coming?
Yeah.
Like, what do you like? Throw it from back there, or do you walk up and like stuff it in there, or do you give it to the paladin and say you do it, or how does?
The paladin should do it, but I'll step up. Do I feel any heat?
Well, no, you want to be here if you don't want to be in the green. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
The
I
portcullis,
thought
the little circles is the portcullis.
I thought that was the green flame.
No, the
but-
green's the whole archway, like filled up.
Got
The glowy on the map might be just that area, but the whole thing is
Okay.
flames of a flame of lit. As we fade, as we see Rost moving forward with an unlit torch. Right? You didn't light it, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah. No.
To see if this thing is flammable, and 1 week we'll find out, because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna to be continued at the bottom.
Nice.
Da-da-da.
Not one combat round, really?
Oh, we didn't have any combat.
We had
tonight, did
one
we?
combat round.
Not
A
really.
mini combat.
Oh yeah, with the tiger.
Oh,
We didn't really
kinda?
fight it though.
It was a quick 3 hours though. All right, so we are out of time for tonight. Friday night. Finn's, it's your night. Does Finn have to go? I think it is Finn's.
Yeah, Sven had to run.
Is this Finn's week to
Yeah.
I believe it is,
Out of the
yeah.
Abyss. Out of the Abyss, yeah.
Hong Kong
And
Fooey night.
then and Saturday, I think Mark might I think Manicuri's out of town, so I don't know if Mark's going to be running Panovo. Because there's only 4 of us to begin with, so if you miss one, there's only 3, so it's kind of like, eh.
I don't have a game this Saturday.
But Manicuri's not going to be here, so that only leaves 3 players. So we don't know what's happened on Saturday, but we're going to go see. Did I figure out how to raid? Last time I was having trouble like figuring it out, and did I break something, or maybe no, there's the button I like. Maybe it's just nobody I was following was raid worthy or whatever, but well, look, so Mandy raided us, and then she started streaming. Is it?
Yeah, she does
Or
that,
she
man.
just-
She does that on
oh, she
Thursday
just-
too.
She didn't raid us though. She just visited us. Okay, well she's gonna raid then, cause you know, right?
Raid.
What happened? Where? Go raid. Start raid. Yeah. DM Cloud? Is that his name? Cloud. Okay. They're running Fantasy Grounds too, so that's why. All right, it's counting down. We're gonna go raid. Thanks for hanging out with us, Chris and Strahd. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys around. Bye bye.
See ya.